so in this video, I'm going to break down the 7 deadly email mistakes that I see business owners like coaches, consultants, and course creators make that is actually killing their business, right? And I'm going to show you exactly how to fix each one of them. Okay, so let's get into it. So email mistake number 1 that I see is that people add unnecessary information onto their email, and actually this is actually killing their emails really bad. So the problem is that when you add excess jargon onto your message, it slows down the reader, right? What I mean is that extra words is a chance for them to click away. So do not add unnecessary information that doesn't deliver on what you promised or doesn't deliver on what exactly they are expecting. So the immediate fix to this is that you have to use as few words as possible. Just focus on what is relevant to the client, delete filler words that add no value, and if it doesn't move them closer to the action, or if it doesn't get them closer to the action that you want them to take, then don't add it in there, right? It's just filler words that you are adding onto the email and they do not have any advantage. The second mistake is having too long emails. Now, I don't mean long emails don't work. Long emails work, but let me give you a theory that you have to work with, okay? Let's say this is a short email, right? I'm going to explain exactly what I mean right now. And then let's say this is for a long email, right? So right here is the subject line, right here is the body, and right here below is the CTA. And this for the long email, this one is the subject line, this is the body, and then this is the CTA. So this one is the subject line, as I say, subject line, and then this one is the body copy, and then this one is the CTA. And same here, right? So the theory here is that the longer the email, the less people reach to the end, right? So if a lot of people enter right here on the subject line and then they enter the email, most people are going to click away right here in the body copy or in the body of the email. So less people are going to reach the CTA. For shorter emails, a lot of people reach the CTA because the body of the email is very short. So more people enter and then less people click away in the body of the email, and then more people reach the CTA, right? That's why we say that for shorter emails, it's really easy more than for longer emails, right? So long emails kill momentum before the readers reach the endpoint, which is the call to action, right? But long emails still work, right? I'm not saying they don't, they still do. So the fix to this is that we need to reduce friction throughout the email, make it as easy as possible for people to reach the end of the email. Make sure that you get to the point as faster as you can. Mistake number 3, too many points. So what I've seen is that too many coaches try to say everything in the email. Like they try to convince people to do everything at the same time, which in results nobody does anything because they get confused, and when people get confused they don't convert, right? So trying to say everything usually means nothing actually sticks. No one will take action, right? So you confuse your readers and then no one takes any action. Instead, what you have to do right here is that just have one crystal clear takeaway that they have to take away from the email, okay? So one email, one ask, they should have one outcome. Avoid trying to say everything in the single email because you're diluting the message. Down to mistake number 4, most coaches, most consultants, most business owners have boring copy. And this is due to most people now use AI like ChatGPT and stuff like that, which in turn, it sounds robotic, it sounds generic, it has nothing, no experience, no nothing, right? So the problem is that these emails give the readers no reason to engage. They give the reader no reason to keep engaging and opening these emails because they have seen it all before. And the fix is that you need to incorporate your personality, right? It avoids you from being like every other coaches, every other consultant out there, right? So if you're using ChatGPT, use ChatGPT to generate ideas but not to write copy. Down to mistake number 5. So the problem here is that readers get disengaged when they can't tell why exactly the email that you sent them matters to them. If they can't find what is in it for them, you have to show them why the emails really matters to them. It has to be obvious in the first 2 to 3 lines. If you don't give them clear value like in the first 2 to 3 to 4 lines of the email, these people are not going to read the email, and this is going to kill your email performance, and this is going to destroy your business, right? And we don't want that. So the key takeaway here in mistake number 5 is that always lead with value. Mistake number 6, weak subject lines. Now the thing here is that your email is very worthless if it never gets any opens. So you have to make sure that you create curiosity in your subject lines without being clickbaity. You also have to be very specific on what they should expect into the email. Don't be vague, don't be generic, be very specific. Use numbers if you can. You can use questions so that they can open the email and consume it. You have to test different subject lines. You have to test different things so that you can see what exactly works for your audience, because what actually works changes over time, right? It depends on the type of audience that you have. Also, the other thing is that you have to make them feel FOMO. Now, what is FOMO? The fear of missing out. If people don't have the fear of missing out, they're not going to open your email, right? So you also sometimes have to give them that fear, right? You have to invoke that fear in them so that they can open your email and consume it. Now, the 7th mistake that I always see is also there is no clear call to action. If you don't tell your readers exactly what they should do next, you're going to lose. So you need to tell them exactly what to do next. you need to make the CTA or button look visible. Even if they're scrolling or scanning the email, they have to see the CTA, right? Plus, you also have to use actionable verbs that create urgency for them to take action right away. Another thing is that you have to include one clear action, not 3 options. You can have 2 links in there, but leading people to the same thing, right? Leading people to take the same kind of action, not 3 links leading people to take 3 kind of different action. People are going to get confused, and this will kill your conversions, right? So we need to remove friction from the beginning when they're starting opening the email, reading the email, to the end, right? Because this helps us increase the email performance. It helps us increase conversion. So when you fix all 7 of these mistakes, you will outperform 99% of coaches, consultants, and business owners out there who are competing with you on getting the attention of your leads. If you need a free email strategy review, the link is in the description. I do this for a case study this month. It's completely free, so check it out, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.